Okay, so yesterday we started your correlated subqueries we started in the last session. Okay, so now the correlated syntax, if you see, when you want to find out your nth highest salary, okay, in non-correlated we also written, but when we write to find out your highest salaries like third, fifth, 10th highest salaries, so there we are writing some number of queries we are going to be written. Yes or no? The number of queries are written here. So maybe that was very complex to maintain that big queries, okay, in this and number of query statements we need to write. That is also very complex to the programmers. So that's why we are using here what now? Correlated subquery. And the correlated subquery, this is your syntax, guys. So whenever you need to find out your nth highest salary or lowest salaries, so you can use this syntax to find out that. Okay. Now yesterday we taken one small example. So this is a small table we design in our database. And to find out here the first highest salary employee information. Okay. So now we can see the right query to display the first highest salary information here. Okay, now so now we can go to check it out. So what it was happened here. Okay, now so let me come out and perform here the operations how it was working here. So now this is what the information about your table, and as per my syntax, okay, as per the syntax, we are going to be returning here our query. But how this syntax internally working here? Okay, how the syntax will work internally, and how we find out this highest salary information. Okay, and in my syntax, can you see I'm using here, okay, what we called here n minus 1, we called as n minus 1. This is our syntax here. Okay, now this is our syntax here. So n minus 1. So in this n minus 1, how this n minus 1, okay, means n is nothing but what now? Your highest salary. The which highest salary are you finding here? First highest, second highest, third highest, okay, 10th highest, 50th highest. So whatever you find out, that is called as the n value. That is called as what now? N value. So here I want to find out your first highest salary. Then my n value is 1. So the 1 I'm going to substitute in my formula n minus 1. So whenever you need to substitute here, so 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, and that 0 I was taken in the place of n minus 1 place. I'm using what now? 0. Okay, but now we will see how this correlated subquery, okay, whatever the syntax I was given to you, the syntax how it was internally executed and working. Okay, now right, let me go. Okay, and now I want to take this. This is my actually syntax what we written. Okay, I just copy this. Okay, so this is my syntax here. Just go to take it down. Okay, so right. So now this is correlated syntax here, and now I'm going to work how it was working. Carefully observe and tell me how many people remember here. Okay, self join. Self join. How many people remember, guys? Self join. All of you know now self join mechanism. How it was working? Yes or no? Yeah. So same guys here, how my self-join mechanism I was explaining to you, same as your correlated subqueries also work. Okay. And let me go for to see. In this example, okay, can you find out here? I was taken, okay, I was taken two alias names on the same table I was taken out. Okay, now I was taken what now? Two alias names. So can you see the two alias names here? Okay, one alias name is called as what now? T1, one alias name is called as what now? T2. So anybody knows that when we use your alias names in the query, okay, so what it was happening guys internally, and the same kind of information we did already in your self join mechanism. On self join also, We are going to create an alias names on same table or single table. And here also same thing is happened now. So we created your aliases on same table. But whenever you want to create an alias names, okay, on a table, internally what it was happened, I discussed with you. Come on. Yes, very good. So internally, virtual tables are created. Which type of tables are created here? Virtual tables are created. So same guys here also, there are two virtual tables are created here. One is on the name of T1, one is on the name of T2. Okay, now? Right. And now we can see the virtual tables I'm taking now. Okay. So I will take two virtual tables. Okay, and one more virtual table is created. And two virtuals. And as per my table, I'm going to taking some names here. Okay, this is for example employee name, and this is my salary. Okay, and here also I will take it here salary and just employee name. Okay, fine. And here already we know the salaries here. So this is my salary 75,000, 12,000, 36, 55, 75, and 28. So this is our salary information. Okay, now, so here are some names. Okay, right. These are the two alias names are created here. Okay, on the name of T1 and T2. So now, Okay, right. So this is what alias names guys here. Okay, now so based on alias names, the virtual tables are created. Okay, fine. And after that, here I'm using one function. The function is what now? Count function I'm using. Okay, this count function I'm using now. So count function I'm using now, and distinct keyword already we knows that the distinct keyword will not counting duplicate values. Okay, right. And later we all of you know the zero how it was came means I already explained to you. The zero how it was came guys here. Uh, if your n is equals to 1, because first highest salary I'm finding, okay, n is equals to 1, then my formula is what now? N minus 1. So n minus 1 is equals to 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. The 0 was came like this. And 0 is a outer query where conditional column. Yes or no? 0 is a outer query where conditional column is equals to, now inner query will be execute now. Okay, that means outer query already executing, already it was giving some value in where condition 0. So what I want to do now, later inner query execute. So inner query execution result, after executing of inner query, whatever the result will come to us, that result I want to compare with the outer query where conditional value. So outer query where conditional value, how much here? 0. So inner query values, I want to compare with the 0. And wherever my condition will be true, then it will be returns. Okay, wherever my condition is matching, it will be returns true. If it is not matching, no return value. Got it my point now? Hmm. So in such a way, it will be work now. Okay, right. And now we can see. So I just keep it this here, and one by one we want to check. And how I want to check means, can you identify here one condition was there? What is the condition? T1, T1 or T2 dot salary is greater than T1 dot salary. And can you tell me in these two aliases, which is outer query alias name or which is inner query alias? Come on, guys. Which is inner query alias and which is outer query alias? T1 is a outer, T2 is a inner. And in the correlated subquery, first which query is executed? Outer query. So that's why the comparisons how to take means the comparisons you will be compared like this. T1 to T1 to T2 compare. Understand now? The comparison how it is means T1 to T2 comparison. Because T1 is a outer query. So first execution started from outer query. So that's why T1 to T2 comparison. With what symbol? Greater than symbol. With what symbol? Greater than symbol. So now I want to compare now. Okay, right. Now we can see. So T1 to T2 comparison. And comparison now it will be T1 to T2. And each and every value should be compared. Okay. Now I can go for this. So each and every value I'm comparing. 75, okay, is greater than 75. Condition true or false? False. Like 75, you have to compare with each and every value, guys. Okay, 75. 75 to 36. Next 75 to 55. Next 75 to 75. Next 75 to 28. So I'm comparing each and every row. In this comparisons, now tell me 75,000 above. Greater than symbol means what now? Above. Above, how many salaries are there here? In T2 alias table, 75,000 above, how many salaries are there? Is there any salaries? No. So no means what is your count of distinct keywords? Count is how much? 0. Okay, count is 0. And that 0, now I'm comparing with the outer query. So now 0. So now 0. So 0 is equals to 0. 0 is equals to 0. What do you say now? Now condition true or false? Now condition true or false? Condition false. Sorry, true. Condition true means which value true? 75,000 will be satisfied. Yes or no? So 75,000 satisfied. So here I want to write here 75,000. Written 75,000. Okay. First comparison is over. Next I will go to second comparison. 0. 0 is equals to now the second comparison I will go for this. What is my second comparison here? 12,000. Now 12,000 compare with each and every value. So 12,000 compare with each and every value. Now tell me, 12,000 above, how many values are there? First 75, next 36, next 55, next 75, next 28. So total 5 values are there. But out of 5 values, do you have any duplicates? Yes. What is the duplicate here? 75. 75 is the duplicates. So 75,000 is having 2 times. Yes or no? But your distinct keyword, can you see I'm using distinct keyword? Distinct keyword means what now? Your duplicate salaries are counting or not counting? Not count. So any one count is remove. I remove this count. Now tell me, now how many values are there which is bigger than 12,000? 4 values are there. Okay, now 4 value compare here. The 0 is equals to 4. 0 is equals to 4. Can you tell me condition true or false? False. So false means I just leave. Okay, now? Right. The next one is, okay, I'm going to checking the next one. 36. 36 compare with each and every value. Now tell me, 36,000 above, how many values are there? One is 75,000. One is 55,000. One is 75,000. But 75 duplicates, so don't count. One is not count. Then how many values here? 2 values. Okay. Now I'm going to give it here 2 values. So 0 is equals to 2. 0 is equals to 2. Condition true or false? False. Okay, now? Like this. Like this, you have to check each and every value. Next value. Okay, next, what is the next 55? 55 above, how many values are there here? Okay, 55 above, how many values? Here, 1 value and here 1 value, but 1 is not counting. So only 1 value was there. So the 1 value I'm going to, okay, comparing here. So now 0 is equals to 1 value is there na, so 1. So 0 is equals to 1. That means condition again what it was happen, false. Condition false. Okay. Next one I will go for this. What is next one? Okay. 75,000 above. 75,000 above. How many values are there? How many values? 0. So that means what I want to do, again I have to compare. So 0 is equals to 0. Condition true or false? Condition true. At which value? At which value? 75,000. So condition true again. So now next one is what now? Okay. The next I'm going to take here the one more. 28,000. So now compare here 28,000. Okay. More than 28,000, how many values are there? One is 75, 36, 55, 75. But 75 is not counting 2 times. Okay. Then how many 3 values are there? So now the 3 values. So 0 is equals to 3. Now condition true or false? False. And now tell me. Now all rows are comparison is over. Come on, guys. Each and every row comparison over. Yes. After comparing all the rows as per given condition, now what is your final output here? 75,000 and 75,000 is my first highest salary employees. Okay, na? So this is the way how the self join we are discussing in the previous classes. Each and every row or value of a table will comparing checking with all values of another alias table. So finally 75,000 it was schemas. This is internal execution mechanism of your what we called correlated subqueries. Okay, na? So finally the same output we got it here. Observe. Okay, now. So what is our table name actually? Tester. Yeah. So in this, we got it first test cell. So how you written? Select a star from test T1, where 0 is equals to select a count of a distinct keyword on salary column from your test T2, where T2 dot salary is greater than T1 dot salary. So first test salary. Okay, employee details are we got it. Scott and Smith. So internally, this is the way of executing your correlated subqueries. But yes, see the performance wise, which is better. Okay, na? So actually, we are discussing performance wise, which one is better, sir? Means that we said performance wise, non-correlated will be faster. How it was, let me go. The same requirement, if I want to use now, carefully observe. Select a star from EM test table, na? Test where salary is equals to select a max of salary from EMP. Okay, na? This is actually non-correlated subquery. Okay, na? It is a non-correlated subquery. Okay, right. In non-correlated subquery, Okay, now we can go to check it out. What it was happen, okay, to execute, same output I got it. Okay, now, so both the outputs are same. But internal execution, you can see. Internal execution, you can observe. First, in non-correlated subqueries, which one is first executed? Inner query na outer query na? Inner query. Inner query means this one. So this query will executing on this entire the table. So in this entire the table means in entire table it will be finding what now maximum salary. Okay na? Entire the table it was finding maximum salary. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, right, guys. And now we can see this is inner query. Okay, now, right. Inner query first executed. So inner query executing on this table. Okay, now in the inner query executing on this table. So here in this table, what is the maximum salary? The maximum salary will be fetching now. So fetching means here, okay, how many rows here? 6 rows are there. So 6 rows are comparing here inner query. So inner query comparing 6 rows in your table and fetching your maximum salary after comparison of entire the table. Okay. So now we can observe. Now we can observe. Yes, 6 times. And in this 75,000 will fetching. After that, here how many times here? 6 times here. Okay, now after that, your outer query will come to you. Outer query, this condition again checking again 6 times. So total, this is 6 times comparison. This is 6 times comparison. Total 12 times comparison was happening. Got it? My point. Inner query comparing 6 rows. Outer query comparing 6 rows. Total 12 comparisons are happening. Okay. This is what now? Non-correlated. So non-correlated 6 plus 6, 12. Come to next correlated, observe carefully. Correlated, what happened? First outer query, okay, keep it this outer query result, okay, where 0 is equals to, so outer query I'm keeping now 0. So now, as per inner query, first I will go here, okay, as per inner query, first I will go for inner query. This is our inner query, okay, na? This is our inner query. Inner query results will come to you, yes or no? These are the inner query results. These are the inner query results. So what is inner query? These are inner query results. Okay, inner query results. So inner query first, okay, outer query is executed, but inner query values also you can compare now. So 6 rows, each row comparing with the 6. So that means 6 into 6, 36. Okay, 36 comparisons. For what purpose? Inner query values returning purpose. So inner query values returning purpose 36 times comparing. Okay, na? Comparison is over. After comparing whatever the inner query values are there, again these inner query values again comparing with what now? Outer query value. Again outer query value. How many times here? 6 times. So 36 plus 6 times. That means how many comparisons here? Come on, guys. How many comparisons here? 36 plus 6. 42 comparisons are there. 42 comparisons are there. Okay, na? So your inner query, that means your non-correlated mechanism, okay, na? It was going to be comparing 6 plus 6, 12 times. Now correlated subquery comparing 6 into 6, 36 plus 6, 42 times. So now tell me, which performance is good? Okay, now which performance is good? Correlated or non-correlated? Yes, non-correlated performance is good. Understand now? So that's why in real time what happened, maximum the people will be using what now? Non-correlated are first priority. Non-correlated or first priority. So in case, what I'm saying here, if non-correlated true, okay, na, you are fulfill your requirement by using of complex statements. Otherwise, my requirement is not fulfilled. So then only correlated will be go. Otherwise, don't go for correlated subqueries. Okay, now? Right. So this is how we are going to be checking, okay, correlated subquery. Same as, for example, next. Next example is what now? Write a query to display. Okay. So fourth highest salary. Fourth highest salary. Employee details. Okay. I want to display fourth highest salary employee details. Now we can see as per my formula, fourth means n value how much, guys? As per your syntax, n value how much? 4. The n value 4 substitute in n minus 1 formula. That means 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 how much here? 3. So 3. Carefully observe. So my everything is same. My everything is same. But in place of 0, I keep it a 3. That's it. Very simple. Okay. In place of 0, I kept what now? 3. Okay. Now 3 comparison do. 3 comparison do now. What is 3 comparison here? Okay. Outer query result 3. 3 is equals to inner query. Inner query first comparison value how much came? 0. 3 is equals to 0. True or false? False. Next. 3 is equals to 4. 3 is equals to 4. True or false? False. Next. 3 is equals to 2. False. Next. 3 is equals to 1. False. Next. 3 is equals to 0. False. Next. 3 is equals to 3. Here 3 equals to 3. Condition true. So 3 equals to 3. Which value here? 28,000 value. 3 is equals to 3. Where it was satisfied? 28. So 28 my fourth highest salary employee. Got it my point now? So fourth highest. So same you got it or not? Check it out. I'm writing now. Select. Okay. Star from test T1 where 3 is equals to select count of distinct sal from test T2. Okay. Where T2 dot salary which is greater than T1 dot salary. Okay. So now I'm executing. So you got it now. 28,000 is the fourth highest salary employee. So like this you can find. So I'm not writing any. So for example, same requirement. If I want to write into non-correlated, how many queries we need to write? 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 means how many queries we need to write? 5 queries we need to write because that is a n plus 1 okay mechanism. So 5 queries we need to write. But here how many queries are written here? Only single subquery statement I'm written. Only single subquery statement I'm written. Got it my point now? So this is what we called. Okay, right. So now like any highest you can find out. For example, if anybody asks you 30th highest salary, then simply use a 29. If anybody asks you 150th highest salary, then use 149. If anybody asks you 250th salary, then 249. If anybody asks you 1024 highest salary, then 1023. So here nothing was there. Everything will be n minus 1 value will be changed. But your remaining entire query will be same. Got it my point now? This is what we called as a correlated advantage when you comparing nth salaries. Okay, right. But the same question I'm asking here, write a query to find out. Okay, the first lowest salary, the first lowest salary, employee details. So what I'm saying here in my syntax is same. But here, the symbols, whatever I'm giving the symbols here, these symbols are, you can change it. Okay. So less than symbol, lowest purpose, greater than symbol, highest purpose. Okay. Na? So now we can come back and see. So now we can come back. Lowest. Lowest means everything is same. Okay. My every statement is same, but only the changing what now in place of greater than, I'm using what? Less than. So now select star from test T1, where here n minus 1, okay, where n minus 1, how much here n minus 1 for first lowest salary? Yes, of course, here also 0 only, because first lowest, n equals to 1, substitute in n minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is equals to how much here? 0. So now here 0. 0 is equals to, okay, na? Same as inner query. Select count of distinct sal from test T2, where T2 dot salary, if I'm using greater than, what I'm saying here, greater than we are using for highest salaries. So that's why don't use greater than. In place of greater than, you can use less than. And T1 dot salary. So same thing I'm going to writing here and see to finding or not. Okay, test T2. So where T2 dot salary is less than T1 dot salary. Okay, now you can see the lowest salary, how much here? Lowest salary, what is here? 12,000 is my lowest salaries. Understand now? So here only the difference is less than or greater than is different. Greater than means highest purpose you can use. Less than means lowest purpose you can use. Okay, right. So this is the way you can find out your nth highest salaries. Okay, now same as if I want to find out by taking of same syntax, okay, by using of correlated, okay, I need to find out here, okay, top, I need to find out top n highest or lowest salaries. Top n highest or lowest salaries. I want to find out top, okay, n highest and lowest. How we can use this? Okay, now how we can use this? Means here everything is same, but here only the syntax will change, n greater than. That's it. Every command is same. So query syntax, internal, everything will be same, but only in place of n minus 1, I want to use the n greater than. Okay, now we can see. So next time I'm going to asking here. What is my example? Write a query to display the top 3 highest salaries, employee details. The top 3 highest salaries, employee details I want it here. Okay, now? So what I want to do, let me come out and see. Top 3. Top 3 means here my n value. How much, guys, my top 3 means? Top 3. That means n value, how much I want to take? Come on. Yes, top 3 means n value, how much here? 3. So I want to take here n value only 3. Directly I can use n value 3. Okay. Now I'm writing. Careful observe. select star from test T1 where 3 greater than of select count of distinct shall from what is the table test T2 where condition T2 dot salary is greater than T1 dot salary and top 3 highest salaries employees details are we find out. So top one, how many people here? 75, 2 people. 55 second highest salary. 36 is the third highest salary. So like I can find out here top 3 operations. Same as if I'm asking top 3 lowest salaries I'm asking. Lowest means what I want to do, everything is same up to here. But internally what I want to change where T2 dot less than T1 dot salary. Here less than I'm using. Now you can see. So top 3 lowest salaries. Okay, now. So that means even though by using of correlated, we are finding top n operations of salaries also we can find out. Okay, the same as if I'm asking the same example. Okay, now you can see the top 3 lowest if I'm asking. Salaries, everything's same, but here I want to use a less than symbol. Okay, so like by using of correlated, we can go to find out your top n operations also we can find out. Okay, no? Right. So the next in correlated subqueries, guys, here, the next special operator is called as a exist operator. Exist operator. Okay, so what is this exist operator and how to use this exist operators in our correlated subqueries? And one more thing is what now? This operator will be using, this operator will be using, in correlated subquery mechanism only possible. But exist operator, I can't use into non-correlateds or any other cases we can't use. It is one of the special operator which will be used under correlateds. Okay, now? Right. So that's what I'm saying here. So it is a special operator. It is a special operator. Okay, which is used in correlated subqueries only. Used in correlated subquery only. Okay, now this is one the main purpose. One of these special operators, and other than non-correlated, we can use under correlated only. Okay, now right. That means whenever this operator, if anybody used in your subquery, then you can easily identify that is my correlated subquery. That is my correlated subquery. Then easily you can identify that. Okay, right. And this operator, the purpose is what now? This operator, which purpose I'm using means to check. This operator is used to check a row is existing. A row is existing in a table or not. So it will be checked. If suppose if a row is exist here, exist in a table, then it returns true. Okay, now if a row is not exist in the table, not exist in a table, then it returns false. Okay, now these are the two things should be remembered. So what is the main purpose of exist operator to use under correlated subquery means the purpose is what now? To check our required row is there in the table or not. Okay, na? Your required row is there in the table or not. Okay, na? So that purpose we need to use. And now we can come out and see. Okay, one example on this. Write a query. Okay, write a query to display department details. To display department details. In which department employees are working. In which department employees are working. Okay, na? Come out and see. So first of all, I want to show you my EMP table. And now can you tell me guys here, in this EMP table, do you have any departments details are there in this table? No. So we don't have any departments details. So department number only there, but other than number, there is no other details. But my requirement is what now? I want to display department details. So that means the department details are not there in EMP table. In EMP table, we have employee details, but there is no department details. Okay. So that means what you understand, department details are having into another table. So now see here, multiple tables I'm using. Another table. Understand now? Another table we have here. So in this table, yes, your complete department details are there. Okay, department number, department name, and LOC. Got it my point now? So here all we have it here. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to fetch here. Okay. Department details I want to fetch. Department details I want to fetch. Then how we can go to fetch it here? Okay. Now you can see. And my requirement is what now? In which department employees are working, those departments are, I want it here. Got it my point? Which department employees are working. So that information I want it. Okay. So that means now I'm writing. Select a star from department. Okay. D, one alias I'm taking. Where what I want to compare here, where exist operator I'm using. Where exist of inner query. Select department number from EMPE. What is my condition? E dot DEPT number is equals to D dot DEPT number. Okay, now carefully observe. So what I am doing here? First in this, which query is executed? Outer query. So outer query already executed now. Outer query already executed now. Outer query, this is outer query. Carefully observe. This outer query executed, and what is the result of outer query? Entire the table now. So table means 10, 20, 30, 40. This is entire table. So outer query returns the entire the table. Okay. Later, I'm using which operator? Exist operator. Exist of inner query result we can see. Inner query, what I'm showing here, which employee department number is matching with the department table of department number. Those department numbers only I want to retrieve. So which is matching? 10 is matching, 20 is matching, 30 is matching in EMP table. Okay, now? So this is inner query, EMP table data. This is department data. Now inner query result, outer query will come out. So now what happened? Every inner query value checking with this value is existing in your outer query result or not. So now 10 is existing in this. So 10 is true. 20 is existing in this. Then 20 also true. 30 is existing in this. Then 30 also true. So that means in which departments employees are working? 10th department, 20 department, 30 department. In these three departments, employees are working. And 40th department, there is no employees. Okay, na concept understanding now? In 40th department, there is no employees. So that means if I use this query, what it was happening, you can see you got it 10, 20, 30. So employees are working under research department, sales department, accounting department. But there is a no employee working under operation department. Can you check? In your table, 14 employees are there. In 14 employees, can you check it out here? Okay, their department numbers you can check. Is there any employee which belongs to 40th department number? Come on, guys. In your employee table, in your employee table, do you have any employees working in 40th department? Is it there? No. So that's why it was showing what now? There is no result. So 40th department employee is not there here. Understand now? So this is what now exist operator is going to be checking whether your required data is there or not there. Okay, now that will be check. Okay, for that purpose only we are using what now? Existing operator. Okay, right. If you go for another example, negative example I'm taking now. Okay, carefully observe. Now I'm taking negative. What is my negative example here? Observe. So this is my who are working in so-and-so department, I said. Next. In this only, I'm taking negative. So now you can observe. Here what I'm saying, write a query to display department details in which department employees are not working. Employees are not working means here I want to use a negative operation, not. That means we called as a not exist, we called. That's what we called as what now? Not exist, we called. Okay, now? Right. And now you can see what it was happened when I'm writing this. The same query, but I'm just go to pass it here. Negative operation now. Not exist. So in which department employees are not working as your operation? Okay, something is missing. So here I just give space. Okay, yes. In which department employees are not working here? Operational department. Okay, na? Operation department. There is no employee in this. Okay, so like this existing operator, just for checking your required row is existing in your table or not. Okay, that will be checking by using of your exist operator. Okay, now so these are what we called as, guys, here subqueries we called, and non-correlated subqueries and correlated subqueries. Okay, now and so what I said, performance wise non-correlated will be best, and 99.99% of people they're using non-correlated subqueries. Okay, correlated is a when it was highly difficult, or if it is not possible, then only correlated should be moved. Otherwise, don't use it correlated. It was a decrease your performance of a database. Okay, right, guys. So these are the subqueries information. And now, along with this correlated and non-correlated categories, there are one more type of subquery in the latest versions introducing. The subquery is called as a scalar subquery, we called. That one more subquery is called as what now? Scalar. So what is this scalar subquery? Okay, how it was going to be used means scalar is nothing but, carefully observe. Scalar is nothing but is a column. So in a table, every column will take as a one scalar. Scalar means a single column. Every is a single column. Otherwise, scalar is nothing but a single column in a table. Every single column will called as a scalar. Or scalar value we called, or scalar column we called. So in place of columns, we are providing select a statement. Otherwise, subquery statement we are providing. For example, the syntax, carefully observe. Our the syntax is what now? Select a star from table name. This is our syntax, right? This is a normal select query syntax. Yes or no, guys? This is a normal select query syntax. So now tell me here, what is the mean by star?